Hello, beautiful Cancer. Welcome to a new era. This is this is Emma. I don't know who I am anymore. This is your, probably always going to say this is your mid-month reading, maybe perhaps. Mid-month of June of 2022. So it's going to stretch until July. So think mid-June to mid-July. And we're going to start with 3 initial cards, and then we're just going to go deeper and deeper into those energies. And at the end of this reading, there's going to be an extension. So if you feel like this is your reading, you're so welcome there. Let's see, Cancer, mid-June, mid-July. And I am doing your reading on this very, very special supermoon. So we have a full moon, I think it's in Sagittarius. We have Jupiter come into play. We have a lot of planets are aligning. And I don't know, it feels like the wheels are turning with this moon. It just feels really good. And I haven't even told you what cards has come out. Wow, that was quick. Ooh, it looks really, really good. Angel of Miracles. Angel of Miracles. Open your heart and expect a miracle. There seems to be some guidance. I just find really, really strong guidance from this angel to this child. And then we have intuition. It's really focused in the forehead. If you didn't know where is here. Or it can just be that you're a unique unicorn. A very, very rare being, Cancer. Intuition. Trust your intuition. And then we have originality, blaze your own trail, which usually comes out for Aquarius a lot, because they're very much about blazing their own trail. Like they walk basically where no one else has ever walked before. And this seems, it can even be, we're going to go deeper into these energies and see whatever they are for you. But it can also be that you're walking on an untreaded path right now, like you're walking on unfamiliar territory, that there's something that you're invited to, something you're experiencing right now, something that you have just come your way that is unfamiliar to you. So either way, it's like it's new. Okay, so we're starting with this Angel of Miracles here. So can we just please clarify Angel of Miracles? Why is that here? I just feel so strong guidance, like someone's teaching someone else to do something. I feel like you're the baby. You're the baby in this situation. There's a newness again, like you're very new to this situation, maybe not really knowing what to do. Well, like you're doing really, really great. You're flying like you're flying like one is supposed to. Like just listen to that guidance and you will do just fine. So can we just clarify this for Cancer, please? Angel of Miracles. Angel of Miracles. Okay, so you feel like time is ticking away. It's interesting because sometimes it feels like we have plenty time, like I have enough time to do this, and sometimes the feeling is like, oh, time is slipping out of my hands. And you've come to some sort of fork in the road here. It can be like a choice, a decision, like not really knowing what to do. And together with this, like Angel of Miracles, open your heart and expect a miracle. So maybe you feel like you're at a crossroads, like you don't really know what to do here. You're at a crossroads and you need to make a decision, and time is running out. And I just want to say that this is an illusion. This is an illusion that time is running out. And you might even argue, like if you knew my situation, you would understand that time is not running out. You would argue and say that time was running out. So don't shoot the messenger. I'm just asking you, there's another way of looking at this. There's something like you're being taught something. There's some guidance here right now, whether that is an actual angel coming in to guide you, if there's a teacher, a mentor, these readings, like some new information wants to come to your attention. Like there's another way of looking at this. There's a blessed way of looking at this. There's another way of looking at this. And I'm not talking about like, well, if I was sitting in this crappy one bedroom apartment and like with no water running and no shower and no whatever, like you have no food. From another perspective, I have a roof over my head. From another perspective, this is a castle. If you compare it to people living on the street, this is a castle. I'm not talking about trying to like put a blind eye to it or turn the other cheek. There's really another perspective here. There's some aspect of you that is growing enormously that will figure this out somehow. Like you will learn. Is it called for you to just really sort of step outside of your comfort zone? To like really, if you were taught that 1 + 1 = 2 up until this point, maybe you want to revisit that. And is it really 2 or is it 3 or 4? Can I look at this from another perspective? Okay. And then we have the intuition card here. Trust your intuition. I'm just getting like there's another wave coming. What does that mean? Right now it's burning hot. So I see, it's interesting because I see this as waves. Like there's 2 waves there today. Where the candle is burning, there's a wave, and then there's like a wave next to it. So it's like the second wave is coming, or that the next wave is coming. Right now it's burning hot. Right now it's very fiery. The situation that you're in is very acute. It's very, I don't know if you should use the word alarming, but it's like it has your attention. It certainly has your attention, but there's a second wave coming, and that second wave is so much calmer. It's just so much calmer. And this, I don't know, the situation that you're in, this new situation where you feel quite like maybe you haven't had a chance / risk to deal with this before. Maybe this situation is something that's very new to you. It makes me think of like if you're caring for someone that's really sick, or you were fired from your work and now you have like no work and soon no money, or like this is a new situation and it's hot. It's like it is not the calmest place to be. It's not like, oh, thank God this happened. It's a little bit fiery around it. I'll give you that. But this is going to force you to get into the place where you wanted to go in the first place anyway, which is to really learn to listen to your intuition, to really have that contact with your guides, with your angels, with your intuition. It forces you to go there. You know, sometimes we just need an accident to do what we wanted to do anyway. I've been wanting to meditate forever. Well, now you can, because it seems to be like the only way out. I don't mean to sound harsh. I just mean like we tend to, as a species, we tend to wait to do that. Like I want to take more nature walks. I want to, I don't know, you want to do certain things. And then it's like we don't do them until we're sort of forced to do them, because it's a little bit tough. It's a little bit hard. It's hard to change your thoughts. Like I thought this yesterday. Do I have to think something new today? Well, if you want to change, yes. So there's a second wave coming here. What is this about? Can we just give Cancer a little bit more here? Just have to try this cocoa licorice cinnamon. Listen to that. Cocoa licorice cinnamon. I don't know. First try. I'm blazing my own trail here. I can live with that. Interesting. Okay, yeah, something has really gotten your attention. Something is this is a tower moment. I can't lie. I can't work around it. I cannot work around it. It's a disruption for sure. This has dismantled everything that is you. It might even have dismantled your family, this thing happening. It just feels like it's so interesting because it feels like it's not happening to you. Does that make any sense? It's like it's happening to you, but it's not. If I were to take that sickness thing again, it's almost like someone really, really close to you got sick. And so it's of course affecting you. It changes everything. Maybe you went there to just be with them, and that sort of is gonna affect the people that you live with. But it's not you that has gotten ill. Does that make sense? I don't know if it's necessarily like you got fired from work, but it's like maybe your spouse got fired from work, and so it really affects, like you're like the first, what is that called? We don't have that really here in Sweden, but in Americas, like, and you see it in the movies all the time, like your emergency contact. Who's your emergency contact? Like, we don't have that here, because we don't have emergencies here. You're the emergency contact. Like, you're first, and you might not be, but you know what I mean? Like, you're the first, you're very affected by this. This is something that, even though it might not have happened like it directly to you, it is happening to someone that you're highly affected by it. And so it is a tower moment. It's dismantling everything that you know you to be. But look at this. I know it says patience and planning. Just be patient now. Just let it sort of, if we can look at every disruption as the beginning of new peace, every upheaval or war or the beginning of a crisis is like always the beginning of solution, come together, maybe doing the thing you wanted to do all along, but you just, like the pandemic. There were so many people, like I was, like, you almost are a little bit afraid to say it out loud, because there are certain people like, I actually liked the pandemic. You're not supposed to say that. I should have a mask here so they don't hear me when I say that. I actually enjoy the pandemic because it allows me to be at home with my kids. It allowed me to take up guitar lessons that I've been wanting to do forever, and now was the time because I couldn't do anything else. It forced me to go into meditation because I was losing my mind. Like, we had all these like good things coming out of this, and so you need to be patient about this, because there is something beautiful that is going to come out at the end of this, and you probably are already seeing it. You probably are already seeing evidence that there's some beauty to this, or it wouldn't have happened. We just sort of have to trust in the universe that is the case. And I love this. I had never seen this in this sense before, that the tower moment, like, we strike one down, like it is a shock to you, to the family, to your surrounding, to your bank account, I don't know, whatever this is, like, it is a shock. And it rearranges everything. But look at what comes back. 2 towers, like you're rebuilding yourself. It's almost like the tower it's the Leaning Tower of Pisa, like in the back there. And in the front, we have 2 towers. We have one that is starting to get really established, and the other one is still we're still thinking about it. We still want it to be true. It's almost like it's the first time that I've ever seen in a reading that we're rebuilding the towers. Whatever sort of came crashing down, we're rebuilding them. I sort of have to think about the Twin Towers now. It's interesting. So there's something coming back around, but you just need to be patient right now, and you need to plan for the future and how good things will come from it. And then we have this originality, blaze your own trail. So this, like I started to say, like, this might feel like you're put in a situation. That's what I felt. Like, there's something here that maybe is not by choice. You might not have like, oh, how lovely. Because that's the voice you immediately go to. Oh, how lovely. And maybe a little bit British. I shouldn't even. You will, not by choice, walk a new path. You haven't per se chosen it. You haven't said, well, I have a wonderful idea. What, no one has ever done this before. I know, and that's so exciting. Like, let's go try it. It doesn't feel that way here, Cancer, today. It feels a little bit like, okay, so I've never heard of anyone that has tried this path. Well, it's the only choice we have. Like, it's the only, like, you're put on this path right now where you're making choices, and it's the first time you had to make them, and you don't really know the outcome here, and it's a new situation for you. You're learning as you go to deal with this. Can we get some clarification around the originality? It just opens up so much. Like, you have this angel or miracles. Like, you're opening up and you're starting to really expect miracles in your life. Like, you're demanding things to shift. Like, that's really beautifully creating your own reality and stepping into that power. And also we have the intuition card. Like, you really are heightening your intuition. You're coming into this place where you're just really heightening your intuition and start to really pay attention to your guidance, together with, like, you're playing with the elements here. That's fire and wind and earth. Probably some water. You actually stand in some water. Like, you're really learn to play with the elements here because of this situation. So there's like this huge, maybe you would have wanted it to be a different way for you to learn all this, but but you still learned it. Like, you're evolving now. You're expressing yourself because of this situation. So the originality, why is that here, please? I'm sorry for laughing. An excellent opportunity will be offered to you. Scholarships or the pursuit of education. Time to get to work. So, oh my God. What I'm getting with this card is just exactly what I just said. It is such a learning curve. It's such a lesson. It's such growth that one might not even want it. But nevertheless, you're in it and you're learning and you're growing. And it's like I want to send this huge hug out to you. Everything will be fine. Everything will be fine. But you're like in the growing. You know when you're a child and you just have those growing pains? You want to become taller. Like, that's all my 4-year-old is talking about. Like, when I get big, or when I'm big, or when I'm like, I'm always like, he was up on this stool the other day, and he was like, I'm almost as tall as you are. Like, it's such a thing to just grow up and be taller and be bigger. And so we want that, but then here comes the growing pains. Like, it's like I had those, and those sucked. It really hurt to have those growing pains. And I feel like you're in the growing pain right now. Like, you're in it, but you're going to get taller. You're going to come out of this on the other side, and you're going to get, like, there's so much to gain from this. You already gained a lot. You're in this library and you just have consumed like so much information. But it is the page, so we're turning the page. There is new energy coming in, and Ariel is all about manifestation and love. So, like, you are looked after. The situation is sort of handled. It might look a little bit fiery, and it might look like you're in the middle of the growing pain, but there is a way out of this. Okay? I'm going to move into the extension and see what else I can find there from you. Maybe a little bit more solution oriented. See a little bit like further down the line what has happened. If you're interested in that, you're so welcome to the extension. Read about it in the description box. There's 2 ways to get there and see whatever fits you better. If not, thank you so much, Cancer, for coming here, taking time out of your day. Specifically if there's some real trouble going on right now. I really, really appreciate it. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. It really helps me and the channel a lot. Thank you so much. See some of you guys in the extension. Bye.